Thank you so much for watching. I want to talk about a question that actually not a lot of people even consider. Not a lot of people even know about this when they're first studying TOEFL. And I understand why, because we're very focused on the reading and how to answer these questions. We're focusing on practicing our listening skills and how to answer those questions. So we might lose the bigger picture and we might not see the structure of TOEFL overall and what's happening in each section. So let me give you an example. I can sign up for the TOEFL test and you can sign up for the TOEFL test on the same day, at the same time, at the same test center. I can be sitting here, you can be sitting right next to me, and I get 4 reading passages and you get 3. That's not fair! Why do I get 4 and you only get 3? Why do I get an extra one? Why do some people get 3 reading passages and some people get 4? The reason is that ETS, which is the Educational Testing Services, they are the makers of the TOEFL exam. They are slipping in or putting in an experimental reading passage. And so for me, who got 4 reading passages, I've got one of those passages, I don't know which one, but one of them is going to be experimental. And that means that that reading passage and those questions that follow will not be scored for me on that test day. They will not count towards my reading score. What ETS is doing is that they're testing out their own questions. They're seeing if they're valid, fair. They're looking for a statistical average. You know, they don't want the questions to be too easy, so everybody's getting them right, and they don't want them to be too challenging so everybody's getting them wrong. They're looking for that statistical average or mean to know that those questions are actually valid. And maybe they will use those questions at a later time on a later test somewhere in the future. But for me, in that moment, I've got 4 reading passages. So really, you have to just know that that's a possibility and prepare for it. You will still get enough time to do all 4. So if I get 4 reading passages, one passage will not count, I will have 80 minutes to do those 4 passages. And that means I still have 20 minutes per passage. Now, just because you got 3 reading passages only doesn't mean you are escaping from the experiment. If you get 3 reading passages, that means some experimental sections will come in to your listening section. So most of the time we're told that the listening section will have around 4 to 6 lectures and maybe 2 or 3 conversations, something around that range. But you won't know exactly until test day, because if you get 3 reading passages, you're going to get a little more listening. So you might get another extra lecture that I didn't get. You might get another conversation that I didn't get. But again, you will be given time to answer those questions. So if you have an experimental section in your listening, then you are given 90 minutes to complete the entire listening section. If I get 4 readings, then I know that all the questions for my listening will count, and it'll take me 60 minutes to do my listening section. So everybody gets experimented on when they take the TOEFL test. Just know it, expect it. And again, you have to try your best on all the questions. You won't be able to tell the difference really between the experimental reading passage or the experimental lecture and the one that will actually count. So do your best on everything. I know you can do it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I welcome your feedback. Comment below. What would you like to see more of? And please like this video. If you want me to make more videos, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching.